We begin this evening with new details on hundreds of small pets that went missing on their transfer from the San Diego Humane Society to the Humane Society of Southern Arizona. Good evening, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Sean Mooney.
And I'm Angelique Lazardi. HSSA says it initially transferred all 318 animals to an unnamed rescue in Phoenix, and that more than 250 have found new homes. But many animal activists are not buying it because none of those pets have been accounted for. And tonight, the Humane Society of Southern Arizona is without its top executives after the board of directors took action after our News 4 Tucson investigation into mounting questions over what happened to those hundreds of small pets it received from the San Diego Humane Society back in August.
The board has now confirmed who received the pets, but can't say what their fate was. Our chief investigative reporter, Corus Nylander, has been following this story since he first broke it, and he joins us now live from the west side with more on what happened in today's HSSA Board of Directors news conference. Corus, what can you tell us?
Yeah, well, Sean, we've been asking questions about this situation for about 2 months now, and all along the Humane Society of Southern Arizona and its board had maintained that all of the animals had been put into loving homes until today, a major change in communications as they received a preliminary report from a third-party independent investigator they hired to get to the bottom of everything. The Humane Society of Southern Arizona is searching for new leadership after firing CEO Steve Farley and accepting the resignation of COO Christian Gonzalez after receiving preliminary details from a third-party investigator hired to get to the bottom of what happened to 256 of 318 rabbits, hamsters, guinea pigs, and rats transferred from the San Diego Humane Society to HSSA August 7th.
Due to their terribly negligent actions against the mission of the Humane Society and their failure to follow protocols, among other reasons.
Robert Garcia is the chairman of HSSA's Board of Directors. Even though he says this investigation is far from over, what is known already shows misconduct.
We acknowledge that mistakes were made. We are committed to rectifying these mistakes.
He confirmed the pets were sent to a man named Trevor Jones in Maricopa County, who isn't a licensed rescue. Many animal advocates and News 4 Tucson discovered his brother owns a reptile farm.
The Humane Society Board first learned from the media of a Colton Jones, believed to be the brother of Trevor and owner of the Fertile Turtle, a reptile farm.
But Garcia stopped short of knowing for sure the animals became reptile food.
We don't have information to verify that at this point.
Was it fair to say you also don't have evidence to suggest they were rehomed to loving homes as you were told?
At this point, what our investigator has obtained from the Jones brothers is pictures of animals. We are not able to verify that those are the animals that were transferred from San Diego.
He says the Jones family hasn't been very cooperative. On Tuesday, I showed up at a home Colton Jones lives in with his parents in Mesa. His mother answered the door and denied having anything to do with the animals.
And it's a bunch of so.
Gotcha. So you guys don't deal with like rabbits or any breeding any animals?
No.
But Colton posted on social media yesterday admitting to receiving the animals, but maintained they were rehomed. But says whoever adopted the animals can do whatever they want with them. The HSSA board says its investigation will continue. The San Diego Humane Society happy to see some transparency.
I thought it was the beginning of healing for all of us.
And the HSSA board gave no timeline of when this investigation will be completed. When asked whether this could be a criminal investigation, Chairman Garcia stopped short of confirming that, but said at this point, everything's on the table. This investigation is completely open. It will depend on what they actually discover and what evidence they can get and what they can prove. We're going to continue asking questions and stay on top of this very unusual situation. We're live from the west side tonight. Corus Nylander, News 4 Tucson.